Good morning. Welcome back to the flamenco build. The only thing left to do on this guitar now is to sort the frets out, level them and crown them and polish them and apply some finish, and then we're ready to put the strings on. Who'd have thought it? I've sanded the guitar all over, as you can imagine, down to the finest grit that I've got available. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a coat of shellac sanding sealer over the entire guitar before I do the fretwork, purely because the little metal fibres and chippings and what have you that will come off, the metal dust, if you like, that will come off the frets when we're working them. I just don't want them to run the risk of scratching the delicate wood, particularly the top wood, whilst we're working it. So I'm going to get most of the finish on before we do the fretwork, and we're ready for strings then. Fantastic. What I tend to use is this Rustin's sanding sealer, which is a shellac based sealer, and that's all I use. I just keep adding layers of that until we get a good build. It cures beautifully hard, and then you can just buff it with T-cut or any of those kind of surface grinding, polishing substances, and it works really well. It worked well with the last two flamencos, almost a French polish without having to go down the line of French polishing. So yeah, let's get a coat of that on. The great thing about putting this on is it's the first time you get to see the actual beauty of the wood pop out. All the colours will come to life when it gets wet with that stuff. So I'll focus in on the top of the guitar and let you have a look at that exciting bit. Right then, let's get cracking. The only thing I'm not going to put shellac on is the fretboard. It is a rosewood. It's Cocobolo, which is a type of rosewood. Rosewood fingerboards don't generally get finished. I will put a little bit of true oil on it just to soak in and stop the thing from getting dirty from fingertips and stuff. A couple of coats of that is a good idea. But anyway, the shellac, I made a little ball in the kind of French polishing style, and we'll just bang it on. So you start to see the beauty of this wood. All the binding starts to pop out. Most guitar makers, incidentally, as you probably are, if you are a guitar maker, you're probably shouting at the screen, because a lot of guitar makers will put their bridge on after they've put their finish on. I prefer to do it the other way around. I'm not quite sure why. It just has worked for me, and as I've said before, I am, in the grand scheme of things, a novice from the point of view of flamenco classical guitar building. It's not my usual thing, so I guess I just never quite had the courage to scratch the finish off and glue the bridge on in the way that the guys that do it for a living do. And as I say, there's probably as many ways of making guitars as there are people that make guitars, and that's my way. So the two guitars that I'm making at the moment that you would have seen during the course, one I've designed to make look very hot and the other one's very cold. This is the fire one, this is the hot one, hence the Cocobolos and the Indian applewood side, which is quite dark. The other one is all flame maple and limba, which is a lovely light wood. So hopefully as a pair they'll contrast quite nicely and be kind of ice and fire or something groovy like that. Oh yeah, and look at that, that's beautiful. That's not me blowing my own trumpet, the wood is beautiful. And the way it's been put together isn't bad, okay? This is kind of payback for all the hard work. And are you ready for that bridge? Let's bang a bit on that bridge. Oh yeah. It's the first time I made a bridge as well, and it wasn't as complicated as I thought it might be. I'm quite happy with the way that's turned out. Great stuff. So that's the first layer of shellac on. I've kind of gone, as you've noticed, I've gone with the grain. It was off really quickly, this, incidentally. It's pretty much already hardening up. So I've gone with the grain just to get it in. That's kind of as a bit of a sort of grain filler, if you like. And then progressively, as the layers become more established and it becomes smoother, I shall pop it on in the same way as you're applying like a fine polish, or indeed the way that a soldier would bull his boots, polish his boots, if you don't understand the term, in tiny little circles, building up in smears, and eventually we will get a all but mirror finish on this. So yeah, that's groovy as that. I'm gonna turn the thing over and have a look at the back and sides now. I have already put a coat of that on because the truth be told, I was just too excited not to do it. I popped the coat on last night.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something from it. And indeed, if you did, then please subscribe to the channel and share, like, and leave some comments perhaps. Feedback is always great to have. So until next time, thanks very much for watching. See you again.